Pax vobiscum. Welcome back to the channel, and to another episode of The Vestal Virgin Plays. So last we left off, we got to the edge of the island, and we saw a vision here on the beach of Josh and Nora Crown sailing together, and they were sailing through that narrow strait through the middle of the island. And so we got to see Josh for the first time. We saw that he ended up remembering Nora, and I'm starting to wonder if he and Nora were actually an item, or if in fact Josh was actually Nora's husband and her daughter Pixie's father, and he went away for some reason. So now we are on our way to the island of Little Rogue to continue exploring this mystery, and I'm so excited to see where this will all lead. I'm absolutely fascinated. Sail to Little Rogue.
All set for Little Rogue?
Let's get this show on the road.
Little Rogue. I'm so excited. Can you see the lodge yet?
It's tucked away, up on the hill.
Let's go, Joshua.
My name's Josh.
Well, here we are. Little Rogue, and what an interesting boathouse, indeed. I wonder if she's meant to be Cordelia Crown, or one of the crowns.
It's up there. The lodge, I mean.
We can't get to the stairs.
Don't need to. There's a servant's passageway. Those stairs were for the crowns only.
Ah, for the crowns only, So I wonder if Josh was a servant who fell in love with Nora Crown.
Damn.
Don't worry. Cordelia kept a spare key somewhere.
We'll find it.
I wonder what's hidden there. That is a beautiful view. She drew two people sitting there. I wonder why. Ah, she drew Josh and Nora. Another cassette tape. Delirium.
Archie's. I like it here. This is the perfect place for a beer. Or a bloody smoke. Of course, I no longer have either. Can barely remember what they taste like. Gosh, a drink of any kind would be heaven right now. To make my brain stop for just like a minute. Make me feel normal, because you never shut it. Thank you. I should go back to the lodge. go through those ledges again. There's got to be something in there. That tart Cordelia. She was hiding something. Ah, so much for shutting it. No, I don't like her, and neither did you. Are you sure she doesn't have some brandy hidden away? Or some of that whiskey you keep talking about? Oh, that's a good idea. Thanks.
Is there anyone who does like Cordelia Crown?
You don't say. But the point is that this was Archie's place.
The gardener.
Interesting.
The lodge. Like it's been waiting for me. Such bizarre little creatures. I don't know if I'm charmed or appalled. So this was a servant's trail?
Yes, that's where we walked. The lodge and everything else up there. That was their world.
And this was your world. The life of a servant.
I took Nora in that boat. Doesn't mean I was their servant.
Oh, that scared me. Goodness. That collapsed. Oh, I was thinking more of when I said, and this was your life. I was thinking more of, and this is your life too, as in, these islands were your life as well. I didn't mean to say the wrong thing once again. I am terrible at dialogue choices, as we have seen. Oh, that's very pretty.
Is this here where you lived? Little Rogue?
It feels familiar, but it wasn't my home.
Feels familiar, but it wasn't my home. It was the lighthouse.
Such a strange atmosphere here. Don't you feel it?
It's gorgeous, if that's what you mean.
I forgot you love every beach you see.
What can I say? The waves must have cast a spell over me.
Eerie, I say. Especially the water down there. I don't like this place one bit.
Don't worry, I've got you.
Literally. Oh. I do believe there is a ghost standing over there. We're about to find out, aren't we? Going for a swim? Well, they certainly set themselves up very nicely here, didn't they, with their own private island? Let's go that way. Venus de Milo.
Is that Beatrice there?
What is she doing here? Let's go talk to her.
I have to admit she frightens me a little too. It's like she doesn't feel anything. Always glowering over us like that.
She's just rock hard, is all. Sometimes you need to be.
Yes, it was Beatrice. What does she want? It is odd that all of these huge trees are here, but they seem to have been, growing through the ocean. Wonder if it's just high tide. Hello, Beatrice.
Beatrice?
Oh, hello, Rylie. That is your name, if I remember correctly.
Yes, that's my name.
Did you get rid of that ghost of yours yet?
No. He's stubborn that way.
Hey!
Shh! Not now. Talking to Beatrice.
I see you found your way to Little Rogue.
Yes. I really want to find the lodge.
That's very clever. You will find answers there.
Can I ask you something personal?
By all means.
Why do you not trust my ghost?
I cannot see him. I cannot sense him. That is unusual. And it feels wrong.
I think I'm here to help him.
You probably should. No other way to get rid of him.
How can you be so sure?
Because I never wanted to leave either. I used to come to this very same beach. With my father, I think. I'd play here while he'd go up and talk to Archie. I don't know what they talked about. But they'd be up there for hours, if they'd stocked up on enough whiskey. I have lost so many. I still miss the ones I loved most. And the ones that hurt me the worst. I cannot leave them.
You're the last one, Beatrice.
I know that. They've all been gone for so long. I forgot their names.
And yet, you do not want to go.
I do not. You never know. They might come back. You may leave me now. I will find you again.
Oh.
And she's gone.
Why does she keep doing that?
It's very strange. I wonder what she means by that. No, she, Beatrice, a ghost, can't sense our ghost. So in that case, who or what is he really? Oh, that's interesting. Cave drawings, but they're all female creatures dancing around.
Wow, Josh, look at those wall paintings.
Selkies. I remember that story. I told it to Margot.
Margot. Tell me about her.
She was just a girl who hung about on the islands.
She felt lost to me.
Caves down there. Selkies. These are actually very, very pretty. I like those. Wonder if Margot painted them. There's that tree. Uh-oh.
Please stay.
You may want to come down from that tree, Miss Crown. It's unsafe.
Oh, but this is a solid branch. Why don't you come see for yourself? It's a new world from here.
Miss Crown,
Yes,
I'm glad you stayed.
that's awfully nice of you to say so. And I'm glad too.
We're friends.
I wouldn't call it that. She was just being nice.
She wanted to see the world differently. I want that. Knowing this can't go on forever.
What do you mean?
I wish I could see your face.
Rylie.
Don't mind me. I'm being silly.
She was just being friendly, he says. I'm so curious. What is going on? What is going on? I'm so curious. But that was so tender. I wish I could see her face. And he just says her name. Uh-oh. I'm very much on the Rylie and Josh, rooting for them, even though he's a ghost, and there's so many questions. I don't know what's going on, but this is feeding into all of my favorite sort of tropes, if you will.
I'm unsure what our next move might be.
We're heading for the big house, right?
That is where she lived, right?
I thought you liked Nora.
How can I like somebody I don't know?
Do you like me?
More than I care to share.
I knew you'd see sense.
Like all the others that came before.
Rylie, are you jealous?
No, because that would be ridiculous. Look, I'm not jealous, all right? I've said this before.
Doesn't mean it's true, though.
Maybe I am a little jealous. I do feel a little bit jealous seeing him hanging out with Nora. So, who were you two together? So maybe I am a little jealous, or at least I am. I don't know about Rylie, but I'm starting to think that maybe she is as well.
So, this is Nora's house.
Her mother's.
Cordelia Crown.
But that's her window, up there. I remember her climbing out to go down to her tree.
So who was Josh then to the Crowns? He keeps saying Miss Crown, so that would imply that he was a servant of theirs or wasn't their employ. And he says he remembers seeing her crawl down to go to her tree. So who? Were they childhood friends? So curious. Now this is a lovely gazebo. A wonderful view too. Oh, to have my own private island. It's lovely. I wonder if we can climb up here.
You want to climb up?
You
Oh.
reading my mind?
I don't need to.
Can we? We can. Maybe we should investigate first. I mean, if the option is there, we might as well, right? As long as we don't fall.
Rylie, stop. Look.
Uh-oh.
The captain braved the dark waters of the seven seas. What's that?
That's the baby,
What's she doing in there?
fluttering around like a pixie.
She's putting up a
I
fight,
knew
that's
it!
what. She's fighting off sea monsters in there.
I don't have sea monsters in there.
Our girl's braving the deep, dark waters.
You don't know it's a girl.
I do too. Fierce as a tiger, Captain Pixie will sail the seven seas. Swoosh! She'll brave storms, slay sea monsters.
You idiot. Oh no. Mother. Quick. The window.
I'll be back tomorrow.
I'm her father. How?
It can't be true.
I'm the bastard that abandoned them.
It's not true. It can't be. And I'm going to prove it.
I knew it! I called it! I knew it! I knew that this was what was going to happen. I called it before, and now I'm devastated. Truly am jealous now, so now that we know the truth, that was shattering to Josh and to Rylie. So, did he actually abandon them? Did Cordelia Crown have him offed so that he would no longer be in the picture? Did he leave them because Cordelia Crown threatened him? I guess we'll find out.
What did she want with this?
A skull that is not going to prove anything.
No, but it's fascinating. Like an exploration of life. Or death.
Whew, a lot happened in the span of a few minutes, my goodness. I can see why she loved it so much out here. Though it's spring now, I can see these lands covered with a veil of snow. I can picture mud-cake boots kicked off in the entrance hall. I can see how the cliffs shelter these shores from destructive winds. Oh, she sketched Nora kissing Josh. And there's the tree where they were hanging together. I am quite jealous now. Here I am thinking, oh, little romance with a ghost, But, no, he was Nora's husband.
She wanted nothing more than a home for the three of us. I was building her a house. Linden Breeze on Big Rogue.
She wasn't afraid to believe, though I shudder to think how she will never find the happiness she thought she was getting. I admire her strength, her faith. I knew that Josh had to be Nora's husband and Pixie's father. I simply knew it.
Her journal. Let's see what she wrote about you.
October 15th, 1820. Autumn is finally here again. This may be my favorite time of year. I can dance for hours in that earthy sweet wind, twirling the brown and red leaves all around me. Mother won't have it, of course. But life on the islands is like a dream. So many wondrous things to discover. The endless treasure on the beach, the sight of painted ships making shore, the sun rising from beneath the waves in the early hours of the morning. Things I only knew from my storybooks. This place is so different from the mainland. This place I can truly call home. Speaking of home, our house on the beach is nearly done. Josh really has worked hard and long hours. Pretty soon he won't have to climb through my bedroom window anymore, which will be a relief. But no, I don't know how much longer we can fool Mother. She's rarely fooled by anything, so she must know. I am amazed she's not cast him back out that same window. I'm sure she'd love to. Just a few more weeks, then we can head off and really begin the rest of our lives together. Oh, that's so sad. I definitely think Cordelia had something to do with Josh's death and or disappearance. They stood strong. Though Cordelia did not approve, she moved in a new direction. She left her mother and became who she wanted to be. I like to believe that's what I did, that I stepped into my truth.
That was Nora's. She loved every little thing about the Rogues. She'd be out on the beach looking for unusual shells, or rocks in bright colours.
Shells of the Sea. A field guide to shells along the beaches of the northern lands, with illustrations and descriptions for identifying more than 500 seashells. The dollhouse.
I made this. I made this for my daughter.
Oh, That's so sad. This is the promise he made to them. Josh would never have backed down. He wanted to be her father. He truly did. Definitely some foul play involved. Oh, this house is crumbling. Can we walk?
This room alone tells me you loved them. You didn't abandon them. You could never.
I definitely don't think he did. I think there was foul play involved, most definitely. This would have been a lovely house back in the day. Library.
It's a safe, Rylie. It's locked.
Snap out of it, Josh. I'm only trying to help you.
Well, then we'll find the combination.
Look, she wrote to Pixie. Your daughter.
My daughter.
I think Cordelia knew something about you.
My sweet tea. Originally started it is with great sorrow. I write this letter with a heavy, troubled heart. The words do not come easily, but nonetheless I must speak. It is time for you to know, understand, to see, to know. I wish you to learn the truth behind the unfortunate disappearance of your father. Know that what happened plagues me greatly, and that I will always regret what I... How does one tell their granddaughter that her father will never come back, and that she needs to stop looking? She had something to do with it. I called it. She had something to do with it. The disappearance of your father. What did she know? What secret did she not tell? That must be what she went to confess to the priest. Let's see. Earlier ledgers were mentioned.
Children's books.
Grimm's fairy tales. All right. Oh, that startled me. Oh, there's the combination. 180121.
Is this a code?
6 figures. Must be.
Excellent. Ledger.
Who cares about these numbers, Rylie?
I do. Let's see. Agricultural ledger. Compton, Turner. I have to look for a Josh. I don't see it. Oh, that says John. All right. Let's see. Backgammon.
Pixie loved that. She used to play with her grandmother.
Oh, there's something
Why
else.
do I remember this? I don't want to remember.
Pixie lit up her world. She must have. She loved her grandchild. I know this much. Cordelia wasn't one to make any sudden moves, trusted only herself, kept her secrets safe. 180121.
Dad.
Oh.
That's me. She wrote to me.
Oh.
I can't bear it.
Dear Daddy, people say you are not coming home, but I do not believe them. Mom says we have to accept it that you are gone, but every day she is on the cliff looking for you. I have put Tig on watch. He watches the shore while I am with Miss Jessup, so we do not miss you. Tig and I watch for you every day and every night. I do not know why you had to leave. I am afraid you left because of me. Mom says it ain't so, but I think it was me. If you come home, I will be the very bestest girl in the world. Mom pretends she is happy, but I know she is sad for you, Daddy. Please come home. I could read to you, and I could show you all the things I have found on our island. Jake and I will be waiting on the shore, Daddy. I miss you very much. Love, Pixie. Oh, that is so sad. What a horrible thing for Josh to have to read. To think you love someone who doesn't love you back. Glad she was surrounded by so many that cherished her. This girl was fearless. Oh. A key.
A spare key to the boathouse.
Excellent.
Who cares about the boathouse, Rylie? I abandoned my daughter.
Don't sulk.
And you didn't. Did not abandon your daughter. And now we have a key to the boathouse, so we will get more information. Gotcha, the key to the attic in the boathouse must be right. We'll know soon enough. We certainly will. We are going to exonerate Josh, because from what I've seen, he would never have abandoned his family willingly. Alrighty, now let's figure out what is in this safe.
Is this?
About the smuggling, yes.
No way. Cordelia was involved?
Unsurprising.
Josh, this is Cordelia's journal. She didn't approve of you, remember? You need to read this too.
What does it say? 23rd of October, 1820. It's getting colder. I've asked Archibald to light all the fires in the house. Still I feel the chill in my bones. I think the devil himself would freeze in these bleak times. I want to take Nora back home with me, at least for the winter. This is no place for a newborn. Of course she won't have it. That stubborn girl is convinced this is her home. Can you believe, after all Mr. Crown and I have done for her, she thinks this place is better than her home on the mainland? Why, she doesn't know the first thing about living in a croft house. She is too foolish, that's what. Her head is filled with crazy romantic notions of nature walks. I blame Wordsworth and Coleridge. I should never have let her read those silly poems. Granted, I enjoy an adventurous walk myself. Nora and I used to go out all the time when we first arrived, but I do not see the need to live out there like a wild woman. I told her I won't have it, that I am her mother, but she will not do as I tell her any more. All because of that wicked island boy. Swamp trash. We never should have let him work the gardens. Does she think I don't know why he's climbing through her window every day? Or that I don't know he's climbing through a window every day? I will not have it any more. I will not lose my daughter to these rogue islands. Swamp trash. Don't call Josh that. Oh, whoops. To these rogue islands, all right. I think she was lonely, embracing that piece of her newfound freedom, and making the journey there. She thought she was going to see these new seeds grow. She never thought she'd lose her daughter in the process. If only she could have seen that none of us are ever truly alone. Sad. Well, I think we've seen all we can see here. We got a lot of information, and I think now it's on to the boathouse.
Definitely Cordelia's den. She confuses me. There's one thing I know, though. You weren't part of it. It was her. Let's just figure out what Cordelia Crown was all about, yeah?
Absolutely. Josh had no hand in this. Calling him swamp trash. The nerve. Did we read this? Yes, we did. All right.
23rd of May 1919. My sweet little
Oh, I guess I
Elphys.
didn't.
I arrived on the island of Big Rogue 5 days ago. It's a lonely place, with bluffs along the sea.
Wait a moment.
10th of November 1943.
Here we go.
My sweet little elfins, I'm sitting on old Cordelia Crown's porch, or what's left of it. She's been dead for a century now. Still, she makes me so mad. I wish I could yell, kick, and scream. The Crowns were so corrupt, and Cordelia Crown took her family for granted. She treated them so shabbily. But I suppose I treat you girls the same, don't I? I didn't value you enough to come home. I tell myself that I can't. That I'm afraid to see your shiny faces. That I have too much blood on my hands. But what if it's a lie? What if I am just like Cordelia Crown? Carrie hates such talk. She tells me I'm too hard on myself. That we all survive and do the best we can. But I don't know. When you make mistakes, you must pay your debts. And I can never make up for all my sins. But I did some good once upon a time. I helped create you. Oh, I've gone down the morose path again, didn't I? I shall sign off and leave you to happier thoughts. Your loving father.
Why?
1st of July 1941. My sweet elfin.
All right, so we hadn't read that one. It wasn't glowing blue, though. But we did read it. There's some paths there.
The gazebo. Nora used to sit there when she wanted to escape her mother but wasn't allowed off the grounds.
You want to go check it out?
Aye.
Another vision.
What if I don't like what I see?
The rogues are no place for a child. You have to think of her.
I only think of her. And this is where she belongs. The rogues are her home.
Why? Because of that boy.
That boy is my husband.
Enough. I'm your mother, and I say we are going back to the mainland. Beatrice is my grandchild, and she will have a proper education. You will do as I say.
Beatrice?
Why would I do that?
Beatrice is Pixie.
Oh!
Oh my god, that's it!
Oh my
That's
god!
why you're still here!
Because of my daughter.
We have to go tell her that you are her father.
Oh my goodness! So her name is Beatrice, but Pixie was her nickname. Oh my goodness! Oh.
Josh, look!
That's her.
Come on, we need to find her.
I think she went down to the beach. Did you see her? She went down the stairs. There she is.
Why couldn't she... Oh! I'm preparing to cry. All right, here we go.
Beatrice? we need to talk to you.
You mean you and that ghost of yours?
My ghost has news for you. Remember what you told us on the beach? I know why you keep going round in circles. You can speak now, Josh.
Josh? Your ghost is called Josh?
Pixie.
Oh my god. Dad?
Yes, it is me. I'm your dad.
Was I nothing to you?
You were everything.
Then what did I do to make you leave?
You didn't do anything, honey. I don't know what happened. All I know is I was standing outside, trying to look in and see you, wishing I could be there with you, willing you to see me standing there.
Why couldn't I see you? Not even after I lived. You could have come find me. Why did you give up?
I'd lost my heart, and soon I started to lose my mind, until there was nothing left.
I've been looking for you.
I know.
I couldn't find you.
You have. You have found me.
I don't think I'm ready to say goodbye to you.
Nothing ever really ends. We both know that.
I'll see you soon, Dad.
I don't understand. Why didn't you go with her? We were wrong.
It's not about my daughter.
Do you remember what she said back at White Sand? That her father used to go up to Archie's to talk.
You think that was me?
That was you.
Right. You want to go to Archie's attic? I disagree. We need to get to the Dark Rogue. Find Callum.
But we're here now. It would be a waste not to go look.
The tide is pulling back. We'll be stranded if we don't leave now.
But the attic... I really feel we need to see it.
We have to go now, or it'll be too late.
No, I'm gonna dig around at Archie's.
Oh, I don't know if this is the right choice. There's so much going on. What is happening? Let's quickly get over. Oh. How do I get over there? Do I have to run all the way around? Oh? Oh, the tide pulled out, so now we can go over. Excellent. Come on, Rylie, run!
I know you feel I'm going against you, but I'm not, I promise.
Whatever.
There will be answers up there. I know it.
Oh, that's that odd tree. An altar?
What is this for?
It's an altar. For the fairies. Many believe they protected us when we had to go into the marshes. And that after death, we could join them.
Interesting. Like all of us, he must have been searching for answers. Did he find them with the fairies? Did they tell him it was going to be okay?
Archie.
So that is him being banned from the Black Bell. Archie, you should have done the right thing. What did you do? What did he do?
He drank. A lot.
These bottles lie strewn all over the island. What's up with that? That's a good question. Oh, so he's the one who carved the little wooden figures.
Is that about me?
What is this? This is ridiculous. Mermaids?
What is this? Rogue's Gazette, Sunday, December 17th, 1820, the Wild Compton's Doom. Oh! On the night of the 16th of November, Josh Compton disappeared without a trace, leaving Nora Crown devastated. Sailors confirm they saw sirens drag Compton beneath the dark waves under Villain's Rock. The constables Wilford and Sprouse suspect he was murdered by the Dark Rogue smugglers gang. Or did Compton, as Mrs. Cordelia Crown states, abandon his wife and unborn child for another lover on the mainland? Number 1, drowned by alluring sirens. Number 2, murdered by Dark Rogue demons. Or number 3, devastating desertion of Nora Crown. Oh my. So Josh was murdered then. They knew about his disappearance. Someone must have seen something. Somebody must know something. We may never get to the truth, but I want to find at least a tolerable answer. Yes, I agree. What's this? Money.
Oh, what's this?
A shitload of money. Or at least it was back in the day.
Right? Why didn't he spend the money? Liquor wasn't cheap to come by, and I know he wanted his whiskey above all else. Did he live the life of a hermit? If so, why? Archie wasn't meant for a life of solitude. What did he do? It's a very good question. There's them arguing. Right. We find everything up here. Altar to the fairies. That's an interesting little twist. Let's see. Bed, we looked under there. Saw the money. I don't see any other blue glowing. So let's go down to the boat to go to the dark road.
You got your way and got into Archie's.
I got my way? Are you mad at me?
Maybe. And now it's time to get to the Dark Rogue, my dear.
See, we were able to do both.
I'm glad we have a clearer picture of Archie now, but I expected to find more about you.
I think Beatrice was wrong. It wasn't me that...
No, my boat!
I hate to say I told you so.
But you're doing it anyway. Now what do we do?
We'll have to go across the causeway.
On foot?
On foot.
How? Where?
Calm down. Go back to the beach. Find the lighthouse.
Well, I didn't mean to walk out and do that. I wanted to hear what he had to say. Oh, but our poor boat must have run ashore. All right, at least we can go this way.
See that lighthouse?
Is there a path?
Yes. Stay close. So, let's talk about what we found at Archie's.
Archie really believed in fairies. Did he make offerings to them?
Flowers, fruit, coloured ribbons, stuff like that. To keep us safe. In life and in death. Haven't walked here in ages. It's beautiful in its own way.
It's got its own special magic. Did you use this causeway often?
Everybody did.
Why?
To go sell our homemade whiskey at the Black Bell.
That sounds ominous.
You'll see.
How far is it?
Far. You should have listened to me.
I know.
Right, we couldn't go that way. I think I'm going to go radio silent for a bit as the intensity picks up.
So ghostly out here. What happens when the waves come back?
They take back what they feel is theirs.
Many died?
If you get out on the flats and get sucked in the mud,
You die.
I love how we've been going along. The day has changed. We've gone through an entire day. Now it's night. We're out on the marshes. The intensity is picking up. Everything's becoming more eerie and ominous. And I'm so excited to see where this is going. But I think this will actually be a good place to stop. Since we're coming up on our hour. Oh, even though I want to just keep playing. I want to know what happens. So I might actually just keep playing and make this a separate video just in case. But I do so hope you've been enjoying the videos so far. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I can't wait to come to the conclusion of this story. And hopefully we get some answers. So see you next time. Pax vobiscum. Goodbye.